Interspecific interaction. In the case of interspecific interaction, interspecific interactions are those which interact with different species. The interspecific interactions are those which interact with two different species in which occurrence of different types of interactions, interspecific interactions. One kind of interspecific interaction that is called as mutualism. Mutualism is the type of interspecific interaction in which both the species are benefited. The type of interspecific interaction in which both the interacting species which are benefited. Mutualism is the type of interspecific interaction in which both interacting species which are benefited. That is the term that is called as mutualism. This mutualism shows plus interactions. The best examples for mutualism. One kind of association occur in lichens, and one more kind of association is also found in mycorrhizae, and FIG and FIG wasps association. FIG and FIG wasp, it means fig wasps association. Fig and fig wasps association, and one more orchid and bee association, honey bee association. Orchid and bee association. Come to that, best example for mutualism: lichens, mycorrhizae, fig and fig wasps, orchid and bees. These are the best examples for mutualism. In the case of lichens shows association between two species. Association of two species. Here the occurrence of two species. One is fungi and blue-green algae or cyanobacteria algae. The association of fungi and algae, that is called as lichenic association. In this association, in these two species, here both the species which are benefited. How these species which are benefited? Fungi absorbs nutrients and gives protection to that of algae. Fungi provide nutrition and protection to that of algae, but algae provide food for the fungi. For the process of photosynthesis, algae provide food for fungi. Fungi gives protection to the algae. In this association, both the species fungi and algae which are benefited. Therefore, here the two partners which are benefited, both the species which are benefited. Therefore, this kind of association comes under mutualism. Fungi and algal association, commonly called lichenic association. In the case of lichens, occurrence of two different types of species of fungi and algae gives protection to that of fungi gives protection to that of algae provide food for the fungi. Therefore, it comes under mutualism. And one more example, mycorrhizae. Here the myco means fungi, rhizo means what is that, root. It is also shows association between two species, association between two species. One is fungi and roots of higher plants. The association between a plant and a fungi, roots of higher plants and a fungi, that association usually called, that association is called as a mycorrhiza. Name indicates myco means a fungi, rhiza means a root. Association between fungi and a root. Here also both the species which are benefited, because here fungi absorbs the nutrients and provide nutrients to the roots, and root provide food for the fungi. Therefore, here both the species which are benefited. Fungi absorbs the nutrients from the soil and supply the nutrients to the roots of the plant body. But root provide food for the fungus and gives protection to the fungus. Therefore, both the species which are benefited, both the fungi and roots which are benefited, this kind of association, this kind of interaction is called as mutualism. Here also fungi and roots which are benefited, And one more example, FIG and FIG wasps, fig and fig wasps. Here fig belongs to that Moraceae family, that is called as the ficus species. During its inflorescence, ficus species produces inflorescence. Suppose it is the inflorescence of fig species. The outermost covering of the inflorescence is called as fleshy part. That fleshy part, that is called as receptacle. The receptacle leaves a opening at the topmost region, that is called as ostiole. And inside the receptacle where there is a cavity, that cavity containing both male and female flowers. Which are present inside the receptacle. Both male and female flowers which are present particularly inside the receptacle. At the time of pollination, here wasps which are entered. Wasps means here the insects. Fig wasps which are entered through the ostiole. Especially the female wasps which are entered. The female wasps which are entered into these inflorescence are into this inflorescence of the species, that is called as a hypanthodium. Here that female wasps which are entered into this into this cavity of the receptacle, where the pollination, when the wasps which are entered, the pollination is completed. In this plant body, the pollination is completed. The female wasps which are entered for the purpose of oviposition at the region of a receptacle, where there is appearance of a fleshy part. On that fleshy parts, what is that? Wasps which are entered for the purpose of oviposition. Here the oviposition means for the purpose of egg laying. Wasps which are entered into this cavity, into this inflorescence or into this fruit, what is that? For the purpose of egg laying. Here the eggs which are laid on the surface of that receptacle, fleshy part of the receptacle, and after that the eggs which are hatches produces a larva. It means young ones. Young ones feed the receptacle. Young ones feed the receptacle, and here both the species, wasps and fig species, which are benefited. Fig is benefited for the purpose of pollination. The pollination takes place with the help of wasps, but wasps which are also plant take benefit from the wasp for the purpose of pollination, but wasps take a benefit to that of a plant body, particularly at the direction of a receptacle for the purpose of egg laying, in which also both the species, the wasps which are benefited, this plant is benefited. It is one of the tight association in the case of mutualism, tight association between FIG and FIC wasp. Without the wasp, the plant will not pollinate. Without wasps, the plant body will not pollinated. The plant benefited from the wasp for the purpose of pollination. Here the wasps which are benefited for laying, egg laying on the receptacle. It is the one that is called as this association in which both the species, plant species and wasps, this means insects which are benefited. Therefore, this kind of association comes under mutualism. And one more type of association, orchid and bee association. Orchid and bee association. One of the Mediterranean orchid that is called as Ophrys. Mediterranean orchid called Ophrys. Here the Ophrys shows employs sexual deceit, or otherwise called pseudo copulation. Here Ophrys employs sexual deceit in which with the help of bees, the orchids which are pollinated. Orchids which are with the help of bees, honeybees, orchids which are pollinated without a bees, orchids will not pollinated. Here in this association, particular orchid and bees, one of the Mediterranean orchid called Ophrys, that Ophrys employs sexual deceit, in which the flower of the Ophrys, one of the petal in a flower. Petal is looks like female honeybee-like structure. Here the Ophrys produces a flower in which one petal is modified into female-like honeybee. In the case of resemblance, in the case of a color, what is that petal is modified into female-like honeybee. Because of that, with that female-like honeybee, the male honeybees which are entered into the flower for the purpose of copulation. The male bees which are entered for the purpose of copulation with female honeybee. During such time, male bees which pollinate the Ophrys flower, but Ophrys flower in which one of the petal is modified into female-like honeybee for the purpose of copulation. Here that does not show a real copulation, but that should be shows a pseudo copulation or false copulation with the male bees which are satisfied with female honeybee like petal due to that sexual contact or mating with that here the flower is pollinated from the male bees. Here the flower is benefited, male bees which are benefited. This kind of association is called as mutualism. Mutual benefit of association. Orchid and bees, FIG and FIG bases, mycorrhiza and lichens. These are the best examples for mutualism. In the case of mutualism, these are the best example. Here FIG and FIG bases. Without bases, the FIG plant will not pollinated. Without the bees, orchid plants will not pollinated, in which both the species which are benefited, therefore the condition is called as mutualism. So it is the diagram that shows FIG and FIG wasps association, fig and fig wasp association. It is the fruit of FIG plant, fruit, in which the insects which are entered or wasps which are entered for the purpose of oviposition, into the fruit, and during the entry of wasps, the inflorescence is pollinated, in which both the species which are benefited, therefore it is considered as mutualism. And one more example, orchid and bees. See, it is the orchid plant that is ovaries, in which in a flower one of the petal is modified into female like bee. It is the petal. It is modified into female like bee, and male bees which are entered into the flower for the purpose of copulation. During the entry of male bees into the flower is pollinated. The flower get benefited from bee, but flower benefited from the bees. Bee copulated with a petal, with a modified petal. Here in this case, both the species, bee species and orchid flower, which are benefited, therefore it is comes under mutualism.